Should I be selling right now?
I gotta get a bigger place.
What's my house worth? What do you think? What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate? Oh, that's pretty. How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
That was a lot of fun.
I love that one, actually.
It's actually a good commercial. Yeah, it's a great commercial. So, yeah. So guess what? It is Maryland Home Team time, right? Maryland Homes Team. It is Wednesday night. Let's talk real estate. We're so excited that you're joining with us. Maria, who is the leader of this whole venture here. I just push a couple little buttons, and that's all I do. But I'm glad to have her pretty face on the program. Maria McCarter with Remax Components. Rob McCarter. We're going to have a great time tonight. We have a special guest in the house. I won't tell you who it is. You got to hang out to find out who she is. But we're going to talk about the 11-bedroom design trends of 2023. That's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more just as soon as we get back. All right.
So
welcome.
You made me take the brooch off.
What's that?
If I kept the brooch on, I was going to feel like a senior citizen. Not that that's not a bad thing, but I would get some discounts on some things when we're
I was going to
shopping.
ask you, where's the snowflake brooch?
No, just a snowflake scarf. Because why? Because all we get is rain. Who out there would like some snow? Can someone cheer with me?
Yeah.
I would like to see
Give us a thumbs up if you want snow. Also, if you still have your Christmas decorations up, your holiday decorations, Hanukkah, doesn't matter what it is, give us a comment, give us a little thumbs up, something just to let us know that we're not the only ones. I mean, I've brought up the boxes. We have the boxes in the living room.
Okay, but
we
you gotta
just
help
don't have
pack
everything
the
down.
Boxes.
What's that?
You have to help pack the boxes. I can't do this all myself.
I know. I'm just.
You know,
it's
Here,
difficult.
Your collar's making me crazy. No, the other one.
Oh,
Fix
the other
it.
collar. Okay, I got to fix my collar.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, I'm gonna fire my makeup artist, so that's good. All right, so
Probably have to do
yeah,
that.
I mean it's tough because we're looking at February 14th, Valentine's Day, right around the corner. We still have Christmas stuff up that needs to be taken down. So
And you know what?
there's a lot.
I do have my Valentine's Day stuff out. Although, honest to God, it gets a little tiresome.
It
I know
does.
some people enjoy it. I love fashion, but switching out my Christmas tea to what? To Valentine's, to St. Patty's Day. We can't forget that. To like what? Easter or whatever your holiday might be around that time.
That's
For
right.
us, it's definitely Easter. You know, I don't know. My steam is going low. The only one I have steam for is Christmas, and that's why I don't want to take it down.
That's right. Yeah, it's tough.
But I wonder how many husbands. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
How many hubbies have helped their wives take all the?
Oh, I think
Christmas
they all
down?
do for the most part. Absolutely.
Yeah, Laura Garrison shared that her hubby's up there with a drill, putting everything up that she wants, and she probably has one of the prettiest houses decorated that I've ever seen. I actually had videos and never even put them up. I wanted to show everyone.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, it's definitely a family affair, to get things together. I know we kind of struggle having the kids help us out, but I mean,
why
it is what it
that?
is,
My children normally like to help.
Well, I mean, especially for us in our business, it's just a tough time of the year right now because, we're busy right now with our real estate. You have, the headlines all over the place. The interest rates basically go down by like 0.07%, but the headlines are out there like you would have thought they went back down to 3%. So that got everybody kind of crazy and things like that. So between that and the value of a home or the value of a chicken egg, I'm not sure which one is greater.
Oh my gosh.
I see more memes and more posts about chicken eggs than I do with houses. So I don't know. Maybe the chicken eggs are the ones that are the most important out there. So that's kind of funny.
Hi to Miss Donna out there.
Hi to Miss Donna out there. Yep.
And I know I've already told you, I think, but I took a fall myself in the mud. My son Gabe tried to catch me, but man, was it humiliating and very humbling. But throw some hearts up there. I got my hearts out. Just got to figure out where we're going to put them.
That's right. Exactly.
And we did pack a package for our daughter. I stink at sending packages. That's why I probably have 5 Amazon things that have never been returned.
Yep.
And UPS makes it so easy. Thank you, Emily Bowers.
That's right.
But anyway, we got a package off to her. She by accident mailed something to our home instead of where she's training for her missions. So we had to pack that and send it to her because we weren't sure how much Amazon was going to charge her to send it to Hawaii.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So it's been a pretty crazy market. I want to, before we start diving into the real estate part of it, as a team, we're doing another fantastic giveaway I wanted to share with everybody. Actually, Maria can probably share a little bit about it, but we'll go ahead and throw the graphic up here. And it's a Valentine getaway in Bethany Beach. And this is going to be really exciting. This is the first time we've done this, so we're really, really happy about it, really excited about it. But Maria, is there anything additional you want to share about this, or you want me to fly into it?
Oh, no, go right ahead.
Okay, so what we want you to do is nominate a couple or a family that you feel is deserving for a little getaway, basically a 3-day, 2-night getaway. You could do it over the weekend, during the week, it doesn't matter. It's only available, however, for February and March of this year. It's a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. If you want more information on that, then you want to go to mhtprize.com. mhtprize.com. You'll be able to fill out the form there to nominate a couple. So you're the nominator. You're going to be your nominee is going to be a couple or a family. Tell us a little bit about their story. Tell us why you think they are deserving of it. Whether they're going through a difficult time, whether it's COVID, maybe they lost their job, whatever the issues are. We want to hear their story, and we want to give this away. We're going to be giving this away, by the way, on Maria. When I think it's February 8th. I believe it's February 8th
before Valentine's Day. So in case they wanted to use it, then they could.
Yes, that's right. So just kind of keep that in mind. But all the rules, all the details, things like that are on the website. Remember to go there, mhtprize.com, mhtprize.com, and that'll give you all the information on the getaway. So with that said, I tell you what, let's dive into the program. Give me 1 second here. I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball.
I would like to thank Beth for saying she thinks that's a wonderful gift.
That is a wonderful gift. Yeah, exactly. No, I
with
appreciate that.
Everybody feeling like they're budgeting in and cutting back, and I don't know if people are really doing that or not. But I know us personally, we're just cooking more in the house.
Yep.
Since we do have the golden eggs.
That's right.
We
That's
have
right.
the chickens. And short story there is I've only wanted chickens for like 10 years. And Rob was like, no, we can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Even though we don't have an HOA, I don't know how the neighbors are going to feel about that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we have great neighbors and we're going to do everything the county tells us to do. So one day he came home, I don't know, like after 4 years and said, okay, if you want to go chickens, let's go get them. Of course, I only want organic chickens.
Right.
I only want an organic egg. I want, healthier things, just like my garden. But we'll talk about that soon because I want to hear about everybody's gardening ideas as well.
That's right.
So we have chickens, and they stopped laying, which they have never stopped laying in 6 years, never. And he's like, "That's it, Maria. Let's give them away." I'm like, "Okay, they're like my pets. I don't mean to be like crazy, but like." They are so sweet. We've named them. The first ones were Edith, Agnes, and Margot, just like Despicable Me. And then this one we had Sterling, which she was our first one to go. And then we have Big Red, and we have Fluffy Muffin. Now, I didn't name all these. My grandchildren helped me and my son. So, but anyway, we still have them. And he went out there after this drama with the prices of eggs. And he went out. He said, "You're not going to believe this. For 2 months, they didn't lay." And he went out like 2 weeks ago, and he had 3 eggs. And I was like, "Yay, aren't you glad we kept them?"
Yes.
Because eggs now is $100 an egg.
So every time I open up the little hatch, if I reach in there and I grab an egg, it's almost like grabbing a winning scratch off. I mean, it really is. It's like, I'm a winner. And I come in the house and I'm like, "Maria, just let you know, I've got a warm blue egg, because we have an Easter layer as well. And I have a warm blue egg or a brown egg or whatever." So it's pretty exciting. Never thought that I would take up a podcast showtime to talk about chicken eggs, but we just did.
Yeah,
so maybe we'll make it,
Sorry about that.
We'll make it the first, you know what I mean? So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and transition into our program, what we're talking about tonight, and that is the 11 home design designs that are trending for
trends, yep.
2023, and we're going to be discussing that. So just before we do that, so we basically had a text message that came in, and that text message said, "Hey, look, we're thinking about redesigning our bedroom in order to sell our home this spring, and can you cover that topic?" And I said, absolutely. I responded to him, said, yes, absolutely.
So we listen when you guys say something.
We listen, exactly. So with that said, we've brought in our favorite person. She has over 15 years experience of staging, of designing. She's won several awards. One is the Harford's Best Award. She's won the Baltimore Best Home Stager Award as well. She's just not a designer or stager, but she's also an interior designer as well. And I would like to give a big welcome here. Let's welcome her on board. Jay, I'm sorry, not Jay. I saw the W-A. Joy Waida. Joy Waida is on the phone with us. And Joy, how are you doing?
Hey, good. How are you guys?
Oh, great, great. Exactly. So, so excited to bring you on board here. Our studio audience is really excited to have you as well. So, yeah. So there was no one else that I thought. I mean, when I first thought about this idea of bringing on these trends of bedrooms for 2023, immediately Joy Waida, I said, I've got to get her on the phone. I've got to get her on the program to discuss this with us. So I'm so glad you joined us, Joy. And if listen, after the program, folks, if you want to reach out to Joy, I'm going to have all her contact information in the comment section, so you don't have to worry about trying to find her on the internet or anything like that. I'll provide all of that for you. So that'll be great, and you can reach out to her. So so that's great.
Yeah.
Joy, so excited to have you on board. I tell you what, before we dive in, just give me a little bit of your background for our audience that's watching right now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, thank you. So I own a company called Joy Home Design. We do home staging and interiors, residential interiors. Really, the home staging has kind of just taken over the business in the last, 10 years or so. So we basically focus on vacant, empty homes for sale. And we have a large inventory, a warehouse up in Forest Hill, where we keep all of inventory, and we have our own vehicles and our own employees, and we actually keep up to date with everything. In fact, I was just going to tell you, it's opportune that you guys called me, because I just got back from the Atlanta America's Mart, which is like the big show for us interior design.
I heard about that.
Where we keep up to date with the trends, and we get to see what the styles are and what's coming and going and whatnot. So yeah, I was kind of excited to hear from you guys. But yeah, so we serve all Greater Baltimore Metro, Harford County. We love Harford County. We're up here this way. So, love you guys. And yep, so that's basically what we do in a nutshell.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
So tell us some of the things that you saw at your show down in Atlanta.
Well, it's so funny because, so I actually took my daughter. It was like the first time that she came with me, and I was so excited because it's just such a creative, energizing experience. And so it's funny when you said the bedroom trends, because I was looking and reading all the different trends, and I totally was seeing all of that, including, I would say, warm earth tones, almost like the bohemian colors, like a little bit on the mid-century modern scale. So maybe the terracottas and the actually brown tans are making a comeback. I won't say as many brown, but definitely like leathers and cognacs and rusts, certain shades of like rust and just earthy mud tones,
Right. Colors we thought were out.
Yeah, well, no, those are all coming. They're all on trend.
Yeah.
Well, I think coral they refer to more as like the terracotta, wouldn't you think? Even though they mentioned coral in this article that was written.
Yeah, like a terracotta more, like, but also coral, but it's a little bit more. Yeah, so texture is very popular. I mean, in terms of, tassels and a lot of, fringe and pom-pom. And so, there's still, I would say, a big trend in bedroom design is basically what I love to do which is layering tone on tone on tone. So pick a warm tone and go, 3 to 4 different shades of it, and then bring in the textural aspect with your linens on your bed and your pillows and your throws, so you can like kind of mix and match like we do when we stage as well. So we'll pull like a furry pillow with like a sparkly pillow, and maybe something with some knobs, some like knobby texture. Yeah, so those are, ways, and really like pillows and throws are like a nice, quick, easy way to update versus, actual physical hard changes in the room.
Well, let me ask Rob how he feels about those throw pillows.
Yeah, we only have 43 of them, and all 42 of them are on my side of the bed. She has one on her side.
Well, no. He means when it's time to go to bed. So like, I could put them on my side.
Joy, it's funny. We have so many pillows on the bed, I'm not kidding you, that when I go to bed, I actually fill up the lower part of my closet with the pillows because there's no other place to go with them. I can't go any other place with them. So when I wake up, I have this stack of pillows, and then I stack my side, when I leave early in the morning. So it's really funny.
And Joy, I bought some of those at your clearance sale over the summer.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That is too funny. So Joy, this is the first one on the screen. I'm sure you're following along with us, but we're literally just talking about the first one here, and that's the warm earth tones and the colors. And this is just a photograph kind of depicting what we were just talking about. So
and the texture.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were saying in the article how we tend to focus on redoing our kitchens and our living rooms, but really, our bedrooms are considered the sanctuary of our home, and and actually we have like an earthy tone, beautiful curtain with the tassels. And I even thought to myself, like 6 months ago, this is so out of style. We've not changed it in so long.
I know.
It's back. So I'm like, yay.
Exactly. So this is the second one on the list, by the way, the emphasis on the lighting design. So Joy, have you seen any changes? Do you agree with these changes that are coming up in 2023, that there is an emphasis now on the lighting design?
I've always been a really big fan of lighting. Like you will notice in all of our designs and staging as well, as we do at least 2 lamps per room. And when I'm decorating, I even often will say as many as 5. 5 lamps in your bedroom is not too many. And overhead lighting, you want ambient lighting, you want general lighting, you want specific task lighting. So using like the cantilevered, sconces that can kind of change, position, and then having even a cool idea I saw, with the drop down pendants next to your table.
I see that, especially for space.
Yes.
I love that.
Like our end tables are a little narrower, but the storage of them are really nice. So drop down pendant. Yeah. We got to look into that, honey.
Yeah, no, I love the design. When I saw this photograph for the first time, I thought, wow, especially if you have high ceilings, you should really implement that. And it creates a lot of it brings your eyes to that location, which is really nice.
Right. Yeah, like I definitely think chandeliers are kind of important in a master bedroom, or primary bedroom, excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's number 2 on our list. And then, just moving right along, number 3, basically the lampshades, light coverings.
Mm-hmm.
So
lampshades. Go ahead.
Joy, did you say chandeliers were popular in the master?
See, and you're breaking up a little. Chandeliers. Yeah.
Chandeliers. Okay.
Yeah, but lampshades, I mean, I know they mentioned, so a lot of what they're saying in trends is trend. So good for decorating, not 100% for selling purposes. So what I would say, you just have to put on your different hat when you're getting your home ready to sell versus actually getting the trend and decorating, so you may want to avoid the floral lampshades or the things like that, which are very popular and trendy. You can have some cool looking stuff. And really, there's a fine line. So like if it is very well designed, it's still okay. It's kind of a hard thing to grasp, but so basically it doesn't have to be all white is what I'm saying.
Right.
Some personality. Yeah.
Joey, so I'm looking at the light in the picture here, not to belabor this, but that's kind of the lamp there is to mimic that piping that's still even very popular right now with shelves, people putting shelves in their hallways, the bedrooms, bathrooms that have the piping, the industrial piping. The only issue that I have with that is it is a very specific design for a particular taste. So if someone were to look through this home and they walk through, yes, it is somewhat appealing to them. But at the end of the day, when that bed and the accessories and everything get removed from that room, you're left with that piping screwed into the wall with a lamp, and you've got to work around that or take it down. I mean, would you agree?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I was going with in terms of some design, design trends aren't always what's perfect for selling your home,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely you want to, like when we go to sell, we kind of just want to stick kind of mass market retail. And honestly, some of these things are making their way into the stores. So it's not like over the top to consider a slightly industrial look, depending on where you are. Like if you're in the city or in a cute, community, in a townhome, something like that, a loft apartment, something condominium, you can do those kinds of like things that echo the area that you're in.
That's
so,
right. Yeah.
Take cue from that,
Yeah, this would be very popular, like in the Canton, Fed Hill area, Picktown. You could definitely get away with that industrial, especially with exposed brick walls and things like that. It would look really, really nice. Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
So, kind of just moving down the list here, we have. How about this? Small upgrades that are super luxurious. But yeah, but what do you think of this design here?
I mean, I like that because I personally ascribe to maybe one super luxurious like splurge in my room, which, it's kind of embarrassing, but I have an Hermes blanket on my bed that we don't use. Nobody touches it. You're not allowed to touch it, It's one of these like luxurious things that I thought I would never have. And I just love the feel and look of it. But and in that respect, you can splurge. So something that you've always coveted or wanted, or that would elevate in your mind, what you feel. Also technology they were talking about. So, if you want that automated curtain opener, the blinds opener, or
Nice.
let's say a surround sound system, that's a splurge. It's luxurious, I mean, bathrooms, sometimes they have the heated floors depending on in your bathroom. The bedrooms, it could be some sort of like lighting system that's all, connected to your phone. So you have like surround sound lighting, everything like that, mood control,
That's right. Yeah, we just moved somebody in not too long ago that said, "Hey, don't worry about any of the light bulbs." Telling the seller, "Don't worry about any of the light bulbs. I'm switching everything to smart bulbs." So I just thought that was pretty neat. Some people they're really moving towards technology and implementing that into their lighting, into every facet of electronics throughout their home. So it's really interesting. Yeah.
See, I don't want one thing to control everything for me. that bothers me.
Kind of
But
old
anyway,
school here.
That's me.
Yep.
So, Joy, what color is your blanket or your
Say it
Hermes?
again. Like,
What color is your Hermes? Excuse me.
oh my God. It's just like a beigey brown. It's like a two-tone.
Nice.
It's like a camel with like a little cream. And so my bedroom is very just all tone on tone neutrals with texture. And it just worked well, with my design. And I bought it. I didn't know where I was going to use it. And I was like, I just go every day on the foot of my bed and I love it.
That's
So,
great. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
like heirloom.
is gray not considered a warm tone? I'm just curious.
Gray is not necessarily warm, although there are warm, you can do like a warm gray versus a cool gray. A cool gray would be more blue. So like a grayish, like a grayish taupey color with like brown undertone. Tans and things that have like brown are tending to be warm. So like think earth versus sky and blues or sea colors. Those are cooler colors. So, yeah, but I mean, I like kind of like the perfect, I also like the idea of complementary design. So pulling in the cool and the warm, completely opposite color wheel and having some fun. But, there's so many theories on design, it's like
Sure.
you can have analogous colors, which are all in the same family, like we were talking about earlier, where it's just shades of certain colors, or all neutral, all shades of ivory and creams and whites, but you're using wood and metal and, painted materials and ceramics and textures to give it interest versus, color. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, so there's just lots of different techniques.
Yeah,
for-
so I just want to encourage our viewers, if you are watching this right now live, we're welcome, by the way. We have on the phone with Joy Waida, just a premier, fantastic stager and designer, and we have her on the phone with us. We're just going down a quick list of the 11 design trends for bedrooms. It's not isolated to just 11. We're just talking about the 11 tonight. If you have any questions or would like to have them answered or any comments, please feel free to do that in the comments section. This is a live Q&A program, and we'd love to be able to put your comments up on the screen. And while Joy's on the phone, you get probably a little bit of a free consultation with her right over the phone, right on this program, huh? So let me, yeah, go ahead, Joy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I wanted to
talking about.
Wait a minute, I have her first. Hang on. So Joy, let me ask you this question, because I was really asking.
It's hot in here now.
Because there's a lot of people right now that we're, a lot of our clientele, when we walk into the homes, we're talking about colors and what's trending now going into, let's say, into 2023, of course. And what I'm finding is I'm still finding people gravitating towards the grays and things like that. But you tell me, what did you learn from the show? What do you think is trending color-wise? And while you're thinking of that, do you think wallpaper is on its way back?
Okay, so yes, I will tell you that the new color of the staging, getting your home prep for sale. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Really, really complicated. It's white.
The tradition, the classic, who's always existed,
Yes.
right?
It is white.
Well, and it's funny. Well, it's so funny because it hasn't been white since I started in 2007-ish.
Wow.
It's not been white. It's been beige. So we went through Killam beige. Then we did, the agreeable gray, the repose gray for quite a while. And now we're literally on simply white, which is like the color from Sherwin-Williams that we recommend now. So it's a very just light, very much like it's just white basically, and people, and it works well. It's very popular. It's very, very popular, and you will see, every design magazine. I mean, I will say now, having said that, of course, I love color myself, and I'm sitting in my office, which is like super colorful. But again, for selling, if you want to keep it simple, white, you can't go wrong with white,
Can't go wrong with it. Yeah.
But who
and then
knew?
as far as wallpaper, your second part, sorry, go ahead. Did you have a question?
Oh no, but who knew there were like 100 shades of white?
Oh, every designer knows.
But I know, but like, because I'm like going in just like, I'll just get white. And he's like, man, there's 30 whites.
It's like extra white, pale white. We've got marshmallow. We've got, and here's the thing. You do really need a little bit of guidance on that, because let's say you are in the position like you're going to paint your cabinets because they're worn out oak and maybe they're falling a little bit damaged or whatever. And so you decide, what is probably best we paint them. You don't want to just go like extra bright white. Right. You really want to look at your white palette and pick a white that is not whiter than the whitest thing in the room. So if that makes sense.
It does.
So if you have something that's slightly, like, let's say you have, I don't know, the countertop, or there's some tile in the room, but it's got a little bit of a creamy color or yellow. You don't want to make your cabinets too much brighter than that, or it'll make everything look yellow and dingy. Okay. So that's a really good tip. Or even, now bathrooms, I would say not necessarily white in the bathroom. You really have to do that based on the bathroom. So like if we're just getting it ready to sell and you have a certain specific color, it's not updated in terms of the vanity, you may want to choose a shade of gray again. Gray is still going to be around. It's still around. People still love gray. So, and then the beiges are really popular. Really coming back, so it is interesting. But wallpaper, Rob, you were saying wallpaper is here to stay 100%.
Wow.
I mean, wallpaper. I know, it's like everybody hated it and now it's back.
I've seen some beautiful pieces out there. That's why, when I see the wallpaper, I keep thinking to myself, just like the next graphic that we have up here of the basically the Papa wall, you could do wallpaper on a Papa wall. Am I correct?
Oh, no, what is it? What are you saying? The pop? What
so
kind of wall?
Where you're popping out one wall within the room. You're popping that out with a color, right?
Right, like an accent wall,
An
like the
accent wall,
headboard
yeah.
wall.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Yes,
Papa wall's
exactly.
out now.
So,
Yeah, so the next graphic
Yeah,
we
so-
have is basically wallpaper, and then what they did, they basically accessorized it with a lot of different colorful pictures and posters and things like that. So,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Wallpaper is a very specific thing, and when you're selling, it can be
Yes.
pretty polarizing depending on what it looks like.
That's
I
true.
do recommend, that
Yes.
you take it, you kind of consult before you put that in your bedroom or think about how it can translate. Like I did have wallpaper in my bedroom when I went to sell, but it was a very kind of neutral wallpaper that
Right.
related to a lot of different tastes. It had sort of
Right.
beige, gray, gold, white, every color that, but it wasn't, and it was like a repetitive pattern. So it
Right.
wasn't for like specific, so people really tended to like it. But wallpaper, it can be very personal and it's very fun. I love it.
So, Joy, at your show, was there an emphasis on different types of patterns, things like that, that's being implemented? Is there any trending patterns that you think that we're going to be moving into this year?
Well, yes. I mean, we saw a ton of polka dots. I mean, everything is covered in polka
Oh, I love polka dots.
dots. Polka dots and stripes and plaids and floral. And that I think are like kind of the big patterns that I've seen. I mean, I'm just saying like whole showrooms full of black and white and polka dots. It's like, and every kind of black and white. Black and white is very, very popular. That's why it's like kind of like the farmhouse, the whole farmhouse look is very still on trend, but even going a little step further with like a bit of maybe bohemian design thrown in, which has a little bit, like I said, more of the maybe textural elements with fringe and tassels and some maybe pampas grasses. You know what I'm talking about, Maria? The pampas grasses, those tall, fluffy things. They're so trendy. And the eucalyptus, you can't get enough eucalyptus
Oh my gosh.
right now.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Eucalyptus. Everybody has eucalyptus. It's like in their showroom. Yeah, and it's natural. Things are natural. We like green branches. There's not as much on the floral side, not as many of these like,
Right.
Beautiful silk florals that we used to do. It's more
Yeah.
like natural looking branches with leaves and
Right.
maybe some buds on the branches or like, just ferny
Right.
looking things, palms, that kind of thing. So,
Right.
So you
Yeah.
didn't see anything trending towards like Star Wars bedding and pillowcases? I guess I'll have to keep them packed away again for yet another year. Okay, gotcha.
But I mean, this show has everything. It probably does there. Who knows? I mean, it's in place. I mean, we wore ourselves out looking at everything. But yeah, no, we didn't see that, Rob.
That's right. So
Oh, next time you're gonna have to send me a video when you're down there. Like do a
Oh my
pan.
God.
I would love
I
to go or even see it.
that's right.
Yeah.
So what are you
I
seeing?
should-
Oh, go ahead, Joey. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I don't want to change the subject. I just went up to the next graphic here and just talking about the edges. Are we looking at a lot of things that are squared off when it comes to headboards and cabinets and things like that, vanities, or things scalloped? Are they curved? What are your thoughts after going to the show?
Yeah, so everything is curved. There is a ton of the arched tops
Mhm.
on cabinets. They're so very popular right now is the curve, the scallop shape. Also, caning. I know that wasn't in the article, I don't think, but if you know what caning is, it's like a
Yep.
woven rattan hexagonal pattern back in the day, and you're like
Right.
grandma's rocker. Anyway, this caning is everywhere as an inset into cabinetry front doors, on bath vanities,
Oh,
on
wow.
headboard.
Wow.
I have a headboard in my office bedroom, and it's painted black. Of course, it's got to be black or natural. So light colored wood. Black wood is super popular. So like super light wood and super black wood. And then natural wood, of course, warmer color wood, I mean, of course, is never going to go out. I mean, but just giving you like what the trend is, it's a lot of this like very natural live edge oaks, like live edge oak, different walnut, that kind of, live edges, scallops, arches, that kind of stuff.
Very
Well,
nice.
see, even my kitchen table's black.
That's right.
Well, we've talked about changing it, and then my chairs are mixed with beige and black, only because we started to paint them and never finished them.
Yeah, well, I mean, we see a lot of the natural woods and things like that, and even the painted woods whenever we're showing homes, especially Victorian homes. Homes are built in the 40s, 50s, things like that. I think a lot of it has to do with the area as well. You know, if you live in a rural area, North Harford, Carroll County, whatever, Baltimore County, you're going to see more of that light wood or the country style that you probably would not see maybe in, let's say, Howard or Montgomery County. Things of that nature. So what are your thoughts with that, Joy?
Well, I mean, so there's this thing what you're saying, like the light wood, it depends. So, I personally am seeing more and more builders and investors and renovators putting in the kind of like what we call an oiled oak light plank
Nice.
floor.
Yes.
That's not the gray. It's not the gray and it's not the dark. It's just a very light, kind of not shiny. Shiny's not really popular anymore.
Right.
So those are the trends, that's kind of like the color trend that I see happening in many houses that we're going into.
So I'm gonna go
And
back
I guess you go ahead.
No, I was going to go back to the wallpaper. We were visiting friends in Roland Park, and you tend to see a lot of, not a lot. You tend to see wallpaper somewhere in a more traditional area. Like Roland Park is just one of the primary classics. Mount Washington, that area has so much architecture, even in the building of their homes. They're just so beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. But wallpaper, yeah. So I don't know if we were talking about wood finishes, but also, you can add architectural interest to your walls. This is a trend, and I don't know if this was on the list or not. I think it was somewhere, but I might be jumping ahead. And you can stop me if I am wrong.
No, go ahead. It's your.
But have you heard of board and batten trim on walls? So it's just a kind of like, how shiplap was very popular. It still is popular, but there's another trend to add decorative trim moldings on walls. Like you're saying, a pop wall, like an accent wall, maybe the wall that your bed's on. You could trim it out with simple 1x4s and kind of like a ledge across, if you can visualize, like either halfway up or 3/4 of the way up. And then you go straight down with the 1x4 flat against the wall, right? And so you're basically just elevating the plain simple wall, and you can paint the whole thing the same color, or you can paint the inside a certain color. But I will say trim is like really trendy. So
Wow.
that's kind of a tongue twister. Trim is trendy right now. So
I love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
In a good way, where you could get away with it if you are selling. So it's not like a trend that you can, should be afraid of. You should kind of embrace trim. Definitely embrace the trim.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what we're looking at right now. Obviously, the title of this one here is Wallpaper Accents, and you see the wallpaper in there. But absolutely, that molding, they went in with some additional wood, maybe made a shelf out of it, a small shelf going around the bed, the headboard level. And I love that. I think it just offers a lot of depth to the room. You don't have just this blank white wall to work with, but you have a lot of movement going on with the eyes there. And I really do like that. It's very nice.
So if I want to do a wall with wallpaper, you're all good to help?
So we're not selling anytime soon.
I'm trying
so
to
I'm good.
We're
I'm
not
good with
talking
that.
about selling. We're just talking about the trends.
If you're selling your home, I don't recommend wallpaper. I'm just putting that out there. That's all.
No, but the trim. You can do the trim for Marie.
Yes.
Come on, you
just
can
like this room in the ledge.
Oh my goodness. This almost sounds like an appointment coming in the future here, Joy, with us. So I'm just letting you know that.
We're gonna gang up like
That's right. Just giving you a heads up. I'll be out of the town that day, so just to let you know. So
He always is.
That's okay. We have ways. We have our ways.
That's
we
right.
We can make.
That's right.
But yeah. So what's our next trend?
So next one is the embellished window treatments. So tell me a little bit what you saw at your show when it came to the window treatments.
Well, and that's the thing. We didn't so this show focused a lot on mostly home decor and accessories. So it's not a lot on the fabric side. But having said that, I personally just did window treatments in my own home, and I did opt for an embellished piece of trim on the lead edge of my drapery and on the other side of the drapery. So it does give you a little extra oomph, you know, and it was kind of kind of an unexpected thing. Plus on, let's say on like Roman shades on your window, you can do kind of like an interesting tape embellishment around the edges of the Roman shade, you know, so that comes in kind of simple patterns that just add a little bit of oomph, you know. So yeah, I definitely think that that's something you can incorporate into your bedroom, and you know, something that can make you happy. That's you know, that's the whole idea. You want to feel happy, relaxed when you get home at night.
Right. Although that headboard, I don't know if you're seeing that, Joy. That headboard is pretty bold.
It is pretty bold.
That's definitely not neutral at all in any way, shape, or
No,
form.
yeah. So that's why trends is like not exactly what you're going to do when you're selling, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to see what's out there and what the potentials are, and you know,
But
really
if I was
the
renting a home
lower-
if I was renting a home in Florida or something like that, I would thoroughly expect to see that type of headboard, very tropical. And that's what that looks like. And with the overemphasis on the window treatments, the valance at the top that's really hugging the ceiling, it just brings your eyes into, it makes you feel like you're in a larger space, which is what I really like as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
The baseboard trim is nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not
So
sure what you call that.
the next one we have on the screen, Joy, is peace and harmony in space. So if you look at that graphic there,
in the space, not in space.
I said in the space. Did I say in space? No, I didn't mean in space. I'm sorry. But peace and harmony in the space. So describe what we're looking at there.
Well, yeah, I mean, actually, I don't have the picture right in front of me, but
Oh, sorry.
but yeah, that's okay, because I was having trouble with both the visual and being on the phone. But anyway, the peace and harmony is obviously the number one thing that you want to feel when you're in your bedroom. So, you know, what exactly is it for you that creates the peace and the harmony? Do you want to have maybe soothing colors? You know, they used to say blue was like the most soothing color if you're trying to sleep, you know. So but then in feng shui, there's other ideas about what colors you want in your bedroom for different types of, you know, outcomes. So, you know, you may want to have a fire. You never know, you know.
Yeah, so in this picture here, basically it looks like a king size bed, and you have a 4-poster bed frame, okay, metal frame, but then it has a large chandelier that's hung and draping basically in the center part of the frame, up pretty high. So yeah, I think they're just describing basically just having you know, creating the space for you that you would enjoy, you know, you would relax in, and that's a very relaxing photograph to me.
Right. Well, one thing I also really feel like they might have missed a little that I feel like helps relax is green plants. So having some maybe organic, something organic in the room. You know, so my bedroom, whether it be like a little fountain or, you know, some green plant or even a nice looking fake green plant, you know, if you don't have a green. But, you know, just something to me, I love the like organic nature, you know, have a little bit of nature in your room. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that to me.
So Joy, some time ago, you had staged a home for us. You may not remember, but it was off of Charles Street as a luxury home.
Ruxton.
And we absolutely, the sellers absolutely enjoyed. They did your consultation with you, the 1-hour consultation, and they decided to work with you on staging their property because it was vacant at that point. And we really needed to have it staged because it was a luxury home. We wanted to define space and things like that. And that's one of the things they remarked is that the way you accessorized the furnishings that you put in there just really was the top. They were really just blown away with that. And they were an older couple, but they really did love that a lot, especially the wife. She really enjoyed that. But you incorporated, when you were talking about you have to have a lot of greenery or some plants, not a lot of greenery, but some plants and things like that. It's very, you know how to tastefully put that in each room. And they actually absolutely love that.
That's why why she does
Yeah,
what
I
she does.
remember. I very much remember that, and they were such a lovely couple. And you know, I love when when they take your advice and they do
Right?
everything that we say, and we work together. You know, we all do our part.
Right,
And you know, the
right.
thing, it is like a little bit of our, I guess, our superpower in terms of, you know, being able to accessorize without it all looking the same. So like, we don't want an explosion of greenery, but
Correct.
you know, you want to
Right.
greenery, but then you got to coordinate it with maybe a candle and a book and a decorative item, or, you know, so it's, yeah, so that is kind of like what we do. That's our specialty. And, you know, we can help bring it all together in that respect. So, yeah, because like, and I always endlessly kind of am thinking of things, you know, we're always thinking of different ideas and ways that we can like kind of add an interesting accessory, or, you know, figure out a way to kind of just do a little something different that nobody else is
Right.
doing in the staging, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was great. Well, Joy, I really appreciate you being on with us.
Yes.
Folks, if that are watching right now, if you want some more information about what Joy had experienced during some of the shows that she's attended so far in the early stages here of 2023, please feel free to reach out to her. We're going to have contact information at the end of the show in our description. You can go to joyhomedesigns.com as well, and you can fill out a contact form there. You can see all other types of designs and all the services that she provides. And Joy, it was an absolute pleasure to have you on board with us.
All right. Yes, you too. Thank you guys for
Thank you.
having me. I appreciate it. All right. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Take care, Joy.
Anytime.
Thank
You
you so
too.
much.
Thanks.
Sure. Talk to you
Bye-bye.
soon.
Bye.
Bye now. Well, that was a lot of fun.
I'm
Yeah.
Really, that wasn't her. She felt like it was a little glitchy. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. But so Joy's
very
wonderful.
engineering.
Yeah,
She is.
she's
So
wonderful to
I'm-
talk to, and
She is.
so just to let you know, for anyone who's watching right now, she does provide, it's for a fee, but she does provide a 1 hour interior design consultation. So if you're thinking about selling your home and things like that, now that's a consultation that we provide complimentary, because that's what we do here at Maryland Homes Team. So if we believe after visiting with you that you do need that consultation, maybe you
Or
need
you
some
would like one.
staging, or you would like one or something, just again, to use her words, give your home a little oomph. You know, that's what we're all about. You know, we want to get your home in the best presentable position for buyers to come in and get excited about your property, so we can get top dollar for it. So it was
Absolutely.
really a lot of fun having Joy
And have
on.
all the
So
right services
yeah,
for you.
all the right services.
Yes,
Exactly.
so I'm moving a plant upstairs, and it has a little bit of blue in the pottery, so that's good.
Yes, that is good. Absolutely.
Yes, and
Yeah,
you're gonna wallpaper my wall,
that's right.
right, honey?
That's right. I love it. And
Valentine's Day, that's like that's my love language.
that is exactly. We're going to dive right into the calendar of events. We'll be right back.
There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We dance on the same wavelength. This feels like a new beginning. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip with you? Leading on follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me trip with you? Leading on follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you let me? I dream that if I can hold you close, you can be my antidote. Let me run away with you tonight. Let us leave the world behind. Give in, keep yourself thinking. Tonight, let go and start dreaming. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, be high.
All right, we're back, and
So
so
the Phil Collins experience is tonight at HCC.
That's
I wonder
right,
What
that's
that
tonight.
entails.
exactly. So
We love Phil Collins.
everyone's that's at that concert, they're going to quickly come home after the concert and replay our show. That's what they're going to do.
Okay.
So just to let you know. Because you can watch our show live, which you're probably doing right now on Facebook, but also on LinkedIn. We produce live there. And we also stream live to Twitter and to YouTube. So if you like and subscribe our channel on YouTube, make sure you click on that subscribe notification so you can get notifications of our upcoming live shows. And we really appreciate all the support that you're giving us there. So we're going to dive right into market stats. The market's been really crazy the last few days, even the last week. We talked about this in our team meeting that we really have seen an uptick in buyers entering back into the marketplace. And I think just everyone is really enjoying the change of the weather a little bit, even though today, a little bit of snow this morning in our area. But I think,
for the heat.
well, it hasn't been like,
I
you
want the
know,
cold.
10 degrees outside. You know, people can still, it's very bearable to get outside, take a look at homes and things like that. So the inventory is still fairly tight. We have a townhome that's up on the market right now. We've put several under contract this week. So we've beat out some other offers, which we're really excited about. Our buyers are really enjoying the fact that they're working with us, and we're excited and honored to have them a part of our family. So let's dive right into the market stats, and we'll be right back. That was the market stats for Maryland, by the way. So we've done national market stats before, but those are the Maryland market stats. If you would like a printed form of those stats or something like that, we would love to be able to email that to you. We can text it to you as well. Just give us a shout out. All of our contact information is in the show itself, in the comment section. So we love to for you to be able to work with us and reach out to us. So
well,
that's
we're glad
great.
you joined. Remember, think of someone you want to nominate.
That's right.
For a
Exactly.
free getaway. For a complimentary giveaway.
Yeah. So remember
get
this.
Away. I said giveaway. Get away.
Getaway. Yeah. The Valentine Getaway in Bethany Beach. Please go to our website, mhtprize.com. We're not here to try and sell them anything or anything like that. We just want to really bless a couple, bless a family out there that is deserving of just getting away for the weekend, right? We can all use that, right? But I'm sure there's somebody at the top of your mind that you're thinking, you know something, that would be great for Aunt Susie or Uncle Jim, or that'd be great for a couple up the street that live up the street from me, you know? So I know you're thinking about that. So nominate a couple or a family that you feel is well deserving of this. It's a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Visit mhtprize.com and fill out the submission form.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Maria, we are always better.
Together.
We're always better together, even though sometimes it's a little hard for her to think about that or remind herself of that. Like, I'm not sure if this is working out too well, like I planned on. But you know something? We are always better together. We have a great time together as a couple. Created a beautiful family and beautiful grandkids, and I'm excited about that. And you know something? Who you work with matters. It matters in this market. So if you're thinking about selling, there's no one that has any greater marketing package than us when it comes to selling your home. Let's get top dollar for it. And you know what? If you're thinking about buying, interview us.
Build a relationship.
Please build a relationship because we're your realtors for life. We have a great team, and we love to be able to work with you. Thank you for joining our show, and we have a fantastic show lined up in 2 weeks. You're not going to want to miss it in 2 weeks. So check out our Instagram or our Facebook page, as we'll be posting the ads for that here coming up shortly.
Yeah. And I did want to wish Megan and Sean, one of our lenders and our top lenders, that you've probably already had the pleasure of working with. Congratulations on the birth of their new son.
That's right. Yes.
Their first
exactly.
boy. So congratulations.
Yep. Congratulations.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
Have a great night.
And hopefully we'll see some snow.
That's right. Exactly. We'll see you soon.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection.